Hello there guys, this is the Claret and Blue Train Spotter here. You can barely see me at all, can you? I'm currently here at Lichfield Trent Valley. How well can you see that sign? Yeah, here at Lichfield Trent Valley, on the West Coast main line. I'm here for the Q&A that I mentioned a couple of weeks ago. I've got a decent enough amount of questions. Thank you for everyone who has contributed. Let's just dive straight into it, shall we? So the first question has come from BM. It's a big question. Right. Which trains do you, number one, like? Let's see, you've got like and then love, so I'm guessing love is along the lines of favourite. I think like, what train do I like? I suppose there's a few up there. There's, you know, your 350s, there's Pendolinos. Speaking of the Devils. $390,001 there. Yeah, so I suppose, yeah, there's 350s, there's Pendolinos. I could say 323s, but they'd be in the love category. They'd be in the love category along with 37s. Back into the like ones, there's Voyagers. There's a load in there that could go into like love, yeah, like I say, 37s, 323s, HSTs. There's plenty of stuff that I love. Think is overrated is the third one. What trains do I think are overrated? I don't know. Class 230 maybe. The ones that used to go on the Mass and Vale line. I didn't particularly like them. I think I've done a journey video on them once. Looking back at it, I wasn't too happy with it. It was very uncomfortable to travel on. There was barely any leg room. Yeah, so I think 230 we're going to that one. What train do I think is underrated? I suppose a Class 60's up there, 100%. What else? Do you know what? I kind of like 150s. I don't think they get the recognition they deserve. I kind of do like 150s. Not travelling on them, just in general. Yeah, I suppose the 60s, 150s, stuff like that. Trains that I dislike, again, I think 230s are in there. Yeah. I think 230 is probably one of the only ones that I dislike. I can't really think of any others. What train do I feel most myself on? I suppose a 323 because I've been brought up with them. And what train do I want to travel on most? There's a good few. There's Javelins, Eurostar. There's... yeah, I don't know. What else we got? We got... TGV, ICEs, Bullet. I've already travelled on the Dart, haven't I? I don't know, the Asila, you know, stuff like that. There's a good few trains that I'd love to travel on that I haven't already. Next question is from Big Rob. Spelling it in classic Big Rob style. So he's gone, alright mate, what's my favourite beer? In all honesty, I don't actually drink beer yet. I actually stick to the law. I suppose when I do, I suppose go-to would be, I suppose to keep you happy would be Carling. Yeah, something along those lines. He's got another question, what's my go-to order at Greg's? My go-to order at Greggs, it's either a sausage roll or a sausage, bean and cheese meal. But I do catch myself having a margarita pizza from there as well. I think they're my top 3 go-tos. I do catch myself sometimes just getting all 3. Next question from Mike Oxmel's Grim. What do you think should happen to the 323s and the 352? Well, 323s, I think we all know that like most of them are going up to Northern. I think the remaining ones, I think there's 9 that aren't going up to Northern. I think there's 9 that are just doing whatever they please. I'm worried that those 9 that aren't going up to Northern are going to get scrapped. Surely they can't get scrapped. Surely they won't. They'll find somewhere. Maybe Northern could take them up as well. If I was West Midlands Railway, I'd keep a hold of them. I reckon you could make up a little sort of like timetable. Like some like new little timetable, new services if you like. So like, obviously we get the 730s coming in. Maybe they could start doing the services where, you know, the 730s, 6 carriages. I'm going completely off topic here, allow it. 730s, all have them 6 carriages, alright? All of them go from Lichfield Trent Valley to Longbridge. Split them at Longbridge. One of them goes to Bromsgrove, the other goes to Redditch. I reckon that could work. Then talking about Four Oaks could play a part in keeping the 323s. I reckon you could have the 323s working Four Oaks to Birmingham International services. That could work. Like, call it Sutton Coldfield, Wild Green, Chester Road. I think I can hear some Voyagers. Yeah. Yeah, so call it Sutton Coldfield, Wild Green, Chester Road, Ellington, Gravelly Hill, Aston. When it gets to Aston, like, after Aston there's like a line that splits off. So obviously you get the line that goes towards New Street, then there's the other line that splits off, that goes towards Stetchford. 323s can take that. I'm pretty sure that's electrified as well, so there's no reason why they can't do that. Yeah, send them along that line to Stetchford, Lee Hall, Marston Green, Birmingham International, Four Oaks to Birmingham International services. That could be very, very useful to a lot of people, like who want to, for example, obviously go on holiday, you know what I mean, and try and get to the airport instead of having to go into Birmingham New Street and then changing trains there. It saves all that hassle big time, especially for people this side of Birmingham and the other side of Birmingham. So like, you know, Five Ways, University, Selly Oak, etc. That side, again, you could do Longbridge to Birmingham International 323s. Again, that could work. You could do Four Oaks to Wolverhampton services. That could work. You can keep 323s for a lot of stuff for West Midlands Railway. But the 323s that aren't staying, that aren't going up to Northern, probably won't stay at West Midlands Railway. They won't go through with what I've just said. Probably because what I've just said probably just sounds like a right load of twaddle. I suppose I mean, who else could do with 323s, you know what I mean? There's probably plenty of companies out there that could probably do with 323s. I suppose TransPennine could do with maybe 1 or 2. I mean, I'd like to see 323s in the TransPennine livery, put it that way. Yeah, I don't know about 323s. And 352s, like, I'm on the same boat with them as well. Like, no, I don't think anyone knows what they're doing. I doubt they're going to go to TransPennine, like I think I cited in the Aston video. I mean, TransPennine got rid of their 350s, gave their 354s to West Midlands Trains. So, why would they then want the 352s? Do you know what I mean? But there probably are plenty of other companies that, again, could do with 352s. I mean, West Midlands could quite easily keep 352s, you know what I mean? But, yeah, I haven't got a clue what's going to happen with those. I think I barely answered your question there, but that's really my answer to your question. Like 323s, I reckon West Midlands can keep and do the services they say. 352s, I haven't got a clue what they should do. I doubt they're going to get scrapped because again, I reckon they're still in good condition. Yeah, like someone will take them up. Someone. Don't know who, but someone. A pair of 323s about to part there. The two 323s that brought me in here. I knew we could hear Voyagers. Two to 113 and 108 off to Holyhead, I think. Next one from Gay Bitch. Who or what inspired you to do train spotting videos? Well, I've always been into trains, Gabe. I've always been into trains. Obviously, when I was younger, me grandma used to always take me to my local train station, Erdington, like after nursery. And you know, you only see like one or two trains and then go. And then you know, like I started going out, just seeing trains with my granddad. I'd been about 5 or 6 at this age. I mean, not doing videos. I'd just been going out seeing trains with my granddad as well. We'd have been going a bit further afield. When I say further afield, Birmingham New Street, Aston, Walsall, Marston Green, places like that. And again, having the time of my life. You know, I actually did really like trains. I think I had a couple of years where I kind of went off it, and then somehow I just got straight back into it, and I absolutely love them again. And then in terms of doing videos, I just thought, why not? There's a good few YouTubers out there that I take inspiration of, that you know, that made me say to myself, right, I want to try this as well. There's like, you know, Ian Poole, there's Tornado 922. I think, you know, just try and play up. There's so many YouTube channels that like have absolutely, I've got massive amounts of subscribers purely from filming trains. So I was like, do you know what? I could probably do something like this. And yeah, it's just something along those lines that just inspired me to make me want to do it. Yeah. So the next question is from BM again. It's the same sort of style question as before, but it's on stations instead. So which station do you like? Well, there's Aston, Erdington. Obviously, Erdington's a local, of course. Birmingham New Street, Moore Street, International, Marston Green. Wolverhampton. Do you know what? I think there is a good few stations out there that I do like. I don't think there's. Well, carry on. There's Bromsgrove, Barnt Green, University, Cheltenham Spa. I mean, yeah, that's among a lot. And then what stations do I love? Again, I mean, this place, Lichfield Trent Valley. I mean, this is my favourite station in the UK. Again, Birmingham New Street. A lot of the London terminals, so St Pancras, King's Cross, Euston, Marylebone, Paddington. You know, those ones. I think those are the only ones I've actually been to myself. I haven't really been to any of the others. Milton Keynes, I love that one. Bedford, Derby, Leicester. There's a good few stations again that I love. What stations do I think is overrated? Overrated. I mean, I think Worcester Foregate Street could be up there, but I don't know anyone who actually rates that station. I mean, it's an okay station, but there's not enough traffic. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what stations I think is overrated. I think is underrated. Shrewsbury. Penkridge. Overrated. Stoke-on-Trent. I didn't think... I mean, like I say again, Stoke-on-Trent, okay station, but there was nothing really special about it. So yeah, Stoke-on-Trent is a station I think is overrated. That's a fly gun. Yeah, back to underrated. Yeah, Shrewsbury, Penkridge. Lichfield Trent Valley. Marston Green's incredibly underrated. Coventry, I think that's underrated. Pendolino. I don't know how well you're actually seeing these. That was 390 148 Flying Scousman off to London. Yeah, I was talking about underrated stations. So I've said Shrewsbury, Penkridge, Lichfield Trent Valley, Marston Green. Right, Marston Green does not get the recognition. It doesn't get the attention it deserves. Marston Green. It is a phenomenal station to film at. If you haven't, listen, if you've never filmed at Marston Green before, seriously, go there. I recommend it hugely. Stourbridge Junction, I think, is underrated. Yeah. Dislike, right. Small Heath, Bawdsley. They're the easy ones. The Hawthorns. Okay, that's the easy ones dealt with. Now ones that are just dislike in general, without any relation to football. I don't really think there is any others that I actually dislike, to be fair. Feel most myself at, again, this place, Erdington. I suppose Aston. Where else? Yeah, I suppose that the three I've just listed, they're the ones I feel most myself at. And then want to visit most, again, there's too many to list. I want to visit some stations in Paris, like Paris Nord. I want to go stations in Germany, and then in terms of England, there's probably Edinburgh. Actually, probably not Edinburgh, because as the saying goes, you have more fun at a Glasgow stabbing than you do at an Edinburgh wedding. If you know, you know. There's a load of London terminals I want to visit, so Euston. I mean, like I say, I've been to these again, but as in like to film at Euston, St Pancras, King's Cross. I am actually planning to go to those three at some point this year. Another Pendolino going south. .390 104 Alston Pendolino. Nice few sparks on the pantograph. Yeah. There's a 323 as well. Yeah. I don't know which one that is though. It's a pair of them. Yeah, anyway, yeah. I want to visit most. Which ones have I said already? I've said obviously being a Villa fan now as well. Stations in Latvia, if there's any good ones. I Stations in Romania, maybe Bosnia. You know, wherever we have to go to on the European tour. You know what I mean? Next question is from. Oh yeah, back to that question as well. Stations want to visit most. The stations in Ireland I want to visit. 350s, 372 on the front. Advertising Liverpool Lime Street. 127 on the rear. A stunt double train. Yeah, the stations in Ireland I want to visit as well. Carl Gratson's got the next question. Hi mate, absolutely love your videos. Cheers for saying that, mate. My questions are as follows. How many football matches have you been to and which was the best? Well, in terms of how many football matches I've been to, I mean, I hope you don't expect me to give you an accurate number. Like, it'll be over 100. Probably over 200. Could quite easily be over 300. I mean, I went to every Villa home game this year, including the Villarreal friendly. I've been to a couple of Celtic matches in my life. I've been to Shrewsbury for a friendly. In terms of away days with Villa, I've only been to a couple. We only won one of them. So, been to Fulham away. We lost that one, 3-1. Jonathan Codger got sent off. That was 2016-17. That was my first ever proper Villa away day, apart from Wembley. Sheffield Wednesday, I've been there. Do you know what? That's a phenomenal stadium as well. That's a phenomenal ground, Hillsborough. I love that stadium so much. And fair play. And do you know what? If there's any Sheffield Wednesday fans out there as well, well done in promotion. I'm so happy for you, Barry Bannon. Where else? I'm gonna go after Sheffield Wednesday. I'll tell you after this. $391.25. I haven't got a clue where he's off to. After Sheffield Wednesday, I went Preston. This was the year we got promoted. I've done two away games that year. Preston and Wigan. Less said about Wigan, the better. Where else have I been to? I've done Crewe and I've done Watford. Again, less said about Watford, the better. And then in terms of, I've been to plenty of neutral matches as well. Yeah, I don't know how many football matches I've been to in general. I could give you an estimate between 100, 200, maybe 300. Which was best? Right, I'll give you one for Celtic, one for Villa, one neutral. So, best Villa match I've been to. Probably the derby game at Wembley. If you're thinking, obviously Wembley games. Villa Park, probably the 4-2 against Blues, or the 3-0 against Newcastle, or even the one the other day against Brighton. I mean, I don't think my voice has fully recovered yet. Then away day, Sheffield Wednesday. Well, actually, no, Crewe was my favourite away day with Villa. So for Celtic, I would say when I went up for the trophy day, I think it was against Hearts a few years ago, the 1-2-1. Karamoko Dembele made his debut. That was fantastic. yeah, that was only fooled everyone to thinking he was actually a good player instead of someone with just attitude issues basically. Celtic version of Dele Alli. And then for neutral games that have been set, I think my favourite neutral game would have been Notts County versus Aldershot. Not the season just gone, the year before. Notts County won 3-2. That was a phenomenal game of football. And then second question from you is, what's my favourite playing livery? Favourite playing livery? I don't know. Maybe Ryanair? Wizz Air, maybe. Euro Wings. Only Euro Wings because, it's claret and blue, innit? It was a good ass. What's that? Yeah. So I think Ryanair, Wizz Air, Euro Wings, Aer Lingus is up there. I haven't actually got a proper out and out favourite. So yeah. TJ Friday, whatever, with the next question. Best London station. So, I'll assume you're talking about the terminals. But, St Pancras. Purely because there's Eurostar there. And do you know what? It's got a decent enough variety as well. I mean, King's Cross has a load of variety. They've got bigger variety. But I think St Pancras because of Eurostar. Next one is from Logan. Favourite UFC fighter in each division, then overall. Each division. So women's strawweight. I think Joanne Calderwood's at strawweight, isn't she? Women's flyweight, Molly McCann. Bantamweight. Suppose it'll be Amanda Nunes. Women's featherweight again, Nunes. And then for the men's flyweight, favourite flyweight. I suppose Brandon Moreno, my favourite flyweight. Favourite bantamweight. I think Jack Shaw's a bantamweight, isn't it? Favourite featherweight, Arnold Allen. Favourite lightweight, I could have quite easily said Conor McGregor right there. A, he's gone downhill. B, he's barely a lightweight. I mean, he's only fought at lightweight a few times. He's only won once. I suppose Paddy Pimblett's up there. Paddy and Conor. Welterweight, obviously Leon Edwards, no contest. Middleweight, it would have been Darren Till, but he's not there anymore, so I mean I could say Alex Pereira, but he's gone up to light heavyweight, although Paul Craig's gone down, so Paul Craig. Light heavyweight, Alex Pereira. Who's it? Heavyweight, John Jones and Tom Aspinall. I can't actually make out which one. And then overall favourite women's fighter, Molly McCann. Favourite men's fighter, I suppose there's either McGregor, Edwards or Paddy the Badder. Next question is from the best bot. Do you think Paddy Pimblett will win a title? Do you know what? I'd love him to. But I doubt it. I don't think he will. I think if he takes the reckless side out of his game, do you know, like when we've seen it against Jared Gordon when he's fighting like this, his chin's out there, and he's asking to get away. Try that against Dustin Poirier. Try that with Justin Gaethje, Conor McGregor, bloody Chandler. Try that with one of them, and you're getting put to sleep. End of. Scousers don't get knocked out yet. Scousers get knocked out against Dustin Poirier or someone if you try something like that. Yeah, I don't. I can't see it happening if I'm honest. But you never know. Next question is from 333. You've created your own train company. What are you calling it? Where will it run? What trains would you use? I suppose I create a new train company. Go back to the question I answered before, long before this. My Cox, the one from the one asking me like what should happen with 323s. I'll own, so that would be my sort of service. That would be the sort of trains I use. So 730s, 323s. There you go. End of. We'll run in the West Midlands. Call it the Claret and Blue Railways, something like that. I think. Yeah, that's pretty much. Go back to that one, and that's pretty much what I'd do. Irish Train Lover. Hi Claret, I absolutely love your videos. Cheers mate, keep up the great work. I will do. I'll give it a go anyway. What is your favourite train livery? Central, on 323 221. Will I ever film in Ireland? Do you know what? I'd love to film in Ireland. I don't really know where to go though, because like all the stations seem very few and far between. Like I was in Mayo last year. I was in like G Sala, and there was no train stations. Like the closest mode of transport, the closest bit of transport I had to me was Knock Airport. That's about it, and even that was bloody miles away. Yeah, I don't really. Like I say, I probably will do at some point. I'll have to work out where's a good station to film at in Ireland. If it was to go and film in Ireland, I'll have to make sure I get over there as well for a holiday. Yeah, hopefully at some point in my life. Next question from Debbie Tanner. If you could preserve a locomotive, which type of locomotive would I preserve? 37. Next question. What the bleeding hell's this name? What's this name? So it's Johnny, John. Phenomenal name. What foreign trains have I been on? I've been on the Dart. I think that's it. In terms of foreign, I'm just going to have to say non-English. I've been on ScotRail. I've been on Transport for Wales. I think that's about it. Next question. What sports do you follow and who do you support in them? Well, I'm a football fan and an MMA fan. In terms of MMA, more specifically, just purely UFC. I couldn't give a damn about anything else. And in terms of who I support, football, I think you make it pretty obvious. I suppose Celtic's up there for football as well. And then for MMA, yeah, like all the ones I said in the previous one. Next question, what do you think of Francis Ngannou going to PFL? I mean, good luck to him, but I reckon he's messed up his own career. He could have gone down as a mad legend, as a GOAT in the UFC, if he'd have stayed, but no, he decided to throw a hissy fit over money and run off to PFL. Simple as. And then next one, how is your accent so strong and what accent is it? Well, I mean, it's a classic old Birmingham accent, isn't it? And the reason it's so strong is because I lived here all my life. I suppose that's the only... that's the only explanation. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I do sometimes try and tone it down a little bit. I try and make myself sound maybe a little bit posher, maybe, to try and get people to understand me. Because I bet there's a lot of people watching my videos You haven't got a clue what I'm saying. I mean, like, the auto-generated subtitles have a field day with me. They have an absolute field day with my videos. Like, they don't understand the word I'm saying, the auto-generated subtitles. So yeah, I think at some point I probably will need to try and tone it down a little bit, but I can't really help it. I mean, like, it's where I'm from, for God's sake. Like, I think the only way I'd probably be able to stop talking like this is if I moved up north, like to Scotland, because I think if you move up to Glasgow, yeah, if you move up there, you could probably end up picking up that accent at some point. But yeah, I can't really help it, mate. Next question. My cock smells grim again. Favourite fast food place? Then go to order from there. Favourite fast food place, Greg's. Go to order. Yeah, I've already said that. And Big Rob's question. Oh, Christ, this is Romanian. Right. I don't know any Romanians, so I'll probably have to answer them in the comments. It's Romana Passionat de Tren. They've said Care este channel de preferat. That's the best Romanian I can do. Sorry to any Romanians I have offended. I can't speak it. I can't speak any foreign languages. I've translated it. What's my favourite train? In terms of passenger, 323. Freight, 37. There's probably no point in me saying it like that, because you're not going to understand the word. I'll probably just do it in Romanian. I'll put it in the comments in Romanian. Next question. From planes, trains and any form of transport. Hello. Did you watch the Conor McGregor documentary, and what did you think of it? Do you think he'll beat Michael Chandler? Yes, I did watch the documentary. In terms of what I thought of it, it was an okay documentary. It was entertaining. It was informative, I wasn't falling asleep during it. I didn't think to myself, I'm bored of this. Bye-bye. Yeah, it was good. But I think True Geordie, when he done his analysis of the documentary, hit the nail on the head. He hit the nail right on the head. Like, he was bang on, right, with what he said. I mean, why didn't they include a lot of... I mean, they included the bus incident. That's it. Why was there no mention of other stuff? Why was there no mention of him punching the old man? Of him smashing that fan's phone? Of all the rape allegations? Why was there no mention of those things? I mean, okay, we don't know if the rapes were true. I mean, there are allegations, but they never really went into that in the documentary. It would have been interesting to see, like, what his reactions were to that. Like, yeah, I mean, they did see, like I say, they did seem to leave a lot of stuff out. Also, like, I can't remember whether this was too early or whatever. There was still no mention of it. I don't know if any of you know about this one. You'd probably be able to search it. You'd have probably seen it. I think it was a Bellator event a few years ago. And Conor McGregor was there. I think one of his teammates was fighting. One of his teammates won. That teammate of his won. Mark Goddard was the referee. Like, McGregor jumped into the cage straight afterwards. Goddard hadn't actually officially called the fight. And obviously McGregor was over at his teammate hugging him. Goddard just gave him a little push. And then McGregor's totally flipped out and gone trying to attack Matt Goddard. There was no mention of that, was there? So that's... yeah, I don't understand why they never included anything like that. And then, yeah, do I think he'll beat Michael Chandler? Depends what sort of McGregor turns up. It really does. I really don't know. I really don't know. But I am going to be watching it. I can guarantee that. Favourite plane? Boeing 777 in Emirates livery. And then favourite train again is 37323. You again. Favourite fighter in UFC, each division, then overall. I've already answered this question previously. So go back to the question I answered from Logan. Yeah. Next one. What made me like trains? Again, it was like, my grandma mainly played. It was the first one who properly got me into trains. Like I say, I think it was every day after nursery she'd always take me towards the station, and we'd sit there for maybe about half an hour or so, see a couple of trains coming and going, and then we'll head off. That's played the biggest part, and then obviously, that's mainly it. I mean, primary school as well was basically right next to Erdington Station as well. So like whenever it was break time, I was always at the gate just watching the trains. Yeah, I never really played with anyone. I was just watching trains. Next question's from Liam. Jesus Christ, I've got a few questions here. Right, we're on 41 minutes. What's battery? 85%. Yeah, I can get away with that. Right, hello. I've got a few questions here. Have you now? What are my predictions for UFC 289? I think that's the Amanda Nunes one on it. If I look up the card, so main event is Nunes versus Aldana. I'll just do co-main event and the main events because I don't really give a damn about anything else. I mean, what else have we got in there? Yeah, Chris Curtis is on there. So co-main event, I think Charles Oliveira wins. I'm going to go with a second round submission. And then the main event, I suppose Amanda Nunes gets a decision. Next question, how do you think Villa will do in the Conference League? I can see us doing really well. I think it does depend on how we do in this transfer window. I think last time I've seen Marco Asensio was close to signing. That's a fantastic signing. We've got Jesus Christ Almighty. There's a load of Egypts up there hanging off the bloody bus shelter, train shelter, station shelter, whatever. Yeah. Like I say, yeah. How are we doing in the Conference League? Depends who we bring in the transfer window. Really does. I mean, if we start bringing in a load of rubbish, then we won't do it. Unai Emery won't do that. Unai Emery knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. Yeah. I reckon we can do well. In the Conference League. I can see us winning it. We've got a manager who knows how to win European trophies. He's won plenty of Europa Leagues. This is a step down from Europa League, so it should be a bit easier than Europa League, shouldn't it? The only issue is you've got Juventus in there. That's the only issue. And I think, do we have to rely on Seville to win the Europa League to get... I think if Seville win the Europa League, we get an easier draw. I think we get seeded or whatever. I think it's something like that. Where's all the trains gone, man? Next question. Did I expect Villa to get Conference League? I mean... You see, when Gerrard left, if someone had offered me Conference League, I'd have bitten your hand off. If someone had offered me 10th, I'd have bit. If someone had offered me 11th, I'd have probably bitten your hand off when Gerrard left. Yeah, I mean, look at where Gerrard left us. Left us fighting for relegation. I'll tell you what, if Gerrard was still here, we'd have gone down. If Gerrard was still here, we'd be in Southampton's position right now. Southampton would have finished 19th instead. Yeah, there's not a chance. Like, I expected us to get Conference League, but now we got it. I'm having it. Would I re-sign Ashley Young? Definitely. I'd give him another year, but have him on the coaching staff as well. So give him a contract. So it's like player coach for the first year, and then for like the rest of it, just coaching. You know. Oh, fine, we got a Pendolino. $390,112. There must be some form of delays or something on the line. That was a horrible wait between trains. Yeah. Would I re-sign Ashley Young? Definitely, you have to. What is one train journey I'd love to do? Again, there's plenty. I'd love to do. I mean, I want to say I'd love to do the Aberdeen to Penzance. Only issue is cross country would put a Voyager on that. I think that journey's about really. It takes nearly all day, doesn't it? It's like nearly 14 hours. Do you really think I'm going to be spending 14 hours on a Voyager? Not a chance. Not a chance. I'd rather do it on the Turbo Star. Literally. Like, I'd do it. Like, Voyagers are great trains, but you can't travel on them for 14 hours. Let's be honest. And if they put a HST on it, then yeah, 100%. Next question. What went wrong for Conor McGregor? Mayweather. Yeah, Mayweather went wrong for Conor McGregor. It was Mayweather. If he never fought Mayweather, if he never ran off to fight Mayweather when he was in his prime, I reckon he could quite easily still be the lightweight champion, really. When he was in his prime, I mean, like, the way he dominated Eddie Alvarez. Like, he should have stayed. If he stayed and fought Khabib after Alvarez, I reckon he could have beaten Khabib. Round 3 kind of proved that. Yeah. He was stupid fighting Floyd Mayweather. He really was stupid. Another Pendolino. I think it was 391.35 that. Yeah. If McGregor never fought Mayweather, he could quite easily still be up the level he was. He's lost all his motivation, and then obviously, I think it's pretty obvious he's snorting something as well. It's pretty obvious he's taking something. Yeah, I think all of that has gone with Conor McGregor. Love your videos, keep up the great work. Cheers for that. Liam with a question again. Have you heard the Marco Asensio rumours this morning? What are your thoughts? You better have heard the rumours this morning. I'm over the moon. I am over the moon. I don't even think they're just rumours now. I think it's pretty real. It's just a phenomenal sight. Look at how far we've come. Like, we've gone from signing Jota from Blues to signing a Champions League winner. I think he's a 3 times Champions League European champion. I mean, if there's any Villa fans out there saying no to that, shake your heads. Like, put it this way: if Unai Emery wants to sign him, you should go along with it. Yeah, and then final question is from My Cock Smells Grim. Early Premier League predictions. I'll only do a few. So winning the league, Villa. I'm only kidding. Could do. I think Man City will win the league. And top 4. I think Chelsea will get top 4. Well, probably not top 4. They'll get something. $390,049 now. Yeah. So yeah, we top 4 predictions. So yeah, Man City win the league. I think Liverpool will probably get second. I'm gonna go Newcastle getting third again. And 4th, Man United. I can't see Arsenal getting it. I really can't see Arsenal doing it again this year. I think they'll fall off big time this year. There's another 3-2-3 up there. Yeah, Arsenal are going to stop me a minute. Yeah, 5th. I can see us getting 5th. I really can see us getting 5th. And then 6th. I think Arsenal will get 6th. And then 7th. Who's going to get it? I think Spurs will get 7th. Do you know what? Yeah, that's my predictions. Chelsea again, they're missing out on Europe and all. And then in terms of relegation, Everton need to book up their ideas, otherwise they will go. Luton will go. I think Sheffield United will go. And Everton. Like I say, Everton need to book up their ideas, otherwise they will go. I think they'll go next season, I really do. I don't want them to go, do you know what, I love Everton. I like Everton. You know, they belong in the Premier League, but no one's too big to go down. Take it from someone who knows you're not too big to go down. And then your final question, also, can you film at Wakefield Westgate? I do want to get to Wakefield Westgate at some point this year. Okay, that's all the questions done. So yeah, thanks for all those questions, guys. Yes. What do I do now? Yeah, cheers for all those questions, guys. They were phenomenal questions. I've waffled for 53 minutes now. I'm pretty sure you're bored of listening to me. Don't worry, you won't hear me again until next Tuesday, hopefully. I have put a poll out on the community posts and on Twitter asking for which station you want me to do next. It's Liverpool, South Parkway or Milton Keynes. In terms of Q&As, I'll probably end up doing another one maybe this year. If not this year, next year. I'll do at least one every year. Yeah. I've enjoyed doing it here today. Do you know what? I'd like to have a few more trains to throw into the mix, but you know, just helps me get. I was going to say it helps me get through quicker. It's taking me 53 minutes. It's probably going to be on an hour once I finish waffling. So yeah. So thanks for watching this video, guys. I do appreciate all the views. Enjoy this video. To like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Go and follow me on Twitter. There's a link down there. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. So I'll catch you all later, guys. Cheerio.